Rain fell in thin silver lines that night, slicking the empty highway and blurring the streetlights into long, trembling halos. Mark Turner tightened his grip on the steering wheel as he drove home from his second shift, his mind half on the road and half on the promise he'd made to his 8-year-old son, Liam, that tomorrow morning, no matter how tired he was, they'd make pancakes together. Life hadn't been easy since Liam's mother passed away 3 years earlier. Mark worked 2 jobs, drove an old pickup that rattled when it went over 40, and measured his days in coffee cups and unpaid bills. Still, he had one rule: if someone needed help, and he could give it, he would. That rule had shaped his life more than he realized. That was when he saw her. A motorcycle lay on its side near the shoulder, its chrome scraped and darkened by rain. A woman stood beside it, helmet off, hair soaked and clinging to her face. She looked frustrated, maybe hurt. Cars sped past without slowing. Mark didn't hesitate. He pulled over, hazard lights blinking, and stepped into the rain. "You okay?" he called out. She turned, eyes sharp but tired. "I think so. The bike just died on me." Up close, she didn't look like someone who needed saving. She was tall, athletic, dressed in black riding gear, her posture confident despite the situation. Still, there was something vulnerable in the way her shoulders sagged. "I'm Mark," he said. "I can try to help, if you want." She studied him for a moment, then nodded. "Thanks. I'm Lily." They crouched beside the bike together. Mark wasn't a mechanic, but years of fixing old appliances and patching broken things had taught him patience. After a few minutes, it was clear the problem wasn't something he could solve on the roadside. "You're not from around here, are you?" he asked. "No," Lily said quietly. "Just passing through." The rain grew heavier. Mark glanced at the dark road, then back at her. "I live about 10 minutes away. I've got a garage, some tools. You can dry off, at least." She hesitated. Mark could see the calculation in her eyes, the instinct to be careful. Finally, she sighed. "Okay, thank you." At his small house, the porch light flickered on as they pulled in. Liam had fallen asleep on the couch, cartoons still playing softly. Mark covered him with a blanket while Lily watched from the doorway, her expression softening. "He's my son," Mark said, unnecessarily. "Just us." "He's lucky," she replied. Over hot tea and borrowed clothes, an old hoodie that swallowed her frame, Lily relaxed. She laughed easily, asked about Liam, about Mark's work, about his life. She didn't talk much about herself, only that she loved riding because it made her feel free. The bike took 2 days to fix. Lily stayed, insisting on helping around the house, cooking meals, and even reading bedtime stories to Liam. Mark noticed how naturally she fit into their routine, how Liam followed her around, asking endless questions about motorcycles and road trips. On the 3rd night, sitting on the porch as the air cooled, Lily finally spoke the truth. "There's something I haven't told you," she said. Mark braced himself. "My name isn't Lily," she continued. "It's Lillian Hayes." The name meant nothing to him. "I'm very wealthy," she said, almost apologetically. "I run a global investment firm. The bike, the clothes, the road, I use them to disappear. To meet people who don't want anything from me." Mark blinked. "Okay, that was it. No change in tone, no sudden excitement." "That's all?" she asked, surprised. "You helped wash dishes and fix a leaky sink," he said with a small smile. "Money doesn't change that." For the first time, Lily looked truly shaken. Not by danger or loss, but by kindness without conditions. In the weeks that followed, she didn't disappear. She kept coming back, sometimes on the bike, sometimes in a modest car. She played board games with Liam, helped Mark apply for a better job, and listened when he talked about his fears, about failing his son, about being alone forever. Slowly, without realizing it, Mark fell in love. One evening, Lily invited him and Liam to dinner in the city. Mark almost refused when he saw the towering glass building, the valet parking, the elegance of it all. But Lily squeezed his hand. "Just dinner," she said. Inside, everything glittered. Executives whispered when Lily walked by. Liam stared in awe. "This is where you work?" Mark asked. "Yes," she replied, "but it's not who I am." At dinner, Liam asked the question Mark was too afraid to voice. Are you rich? Lily laughed. I guess so. Does that mean you're leaving? Liam asked. The table fell silent. Lily knelt beside him. No, it doesn't mean that at all. Later that night, as the city lights shimmered below them, Lily confessed why she rode alone, why she hid her identity. Every relationship she'd had before was built on her wealth, her power, her influence. With you, she said softly, I'm just me. Mark took a long breath. I don't have much, he said. Just a kid, a small house, and a lot of responsibilities. She smiled. That's exactly why I'm here. Their relationship wasn't perfect. There were arguments, misunderstandings, moments when Mark felt out of place in her world and Lily felt trapped by expectations. But they kept choosing each other. A year later, on a quiet stretch of highway, Lily pulled over where they had first met. She handed Mark a helmet. Ride with me, she said. He laughed nervously, but climbed on. As the engine roared to life, Mark realized something profound. Love hadn't found him through comfort or wealth, but through rain, kindness, and a simple choice to stop when someone needed help. Lily wasn't a billionaire to him. She was the woman who had broken down on the side of the road, searching for love, and found it where she least expected.